will hopefully help you understand what I'm looking for in terms of this daily homework. Just remember, the better you could teach it to me, the better you could explain it to me and show me, the higher your grade will be. So here are some basics from the concept that we went over today, which was basic order of operations, just the left to right rule. Remember the definition? So basic definition that I made up myself. You could look for this online or you could use Google. But the rules for evaluating a math problem in the correct order so you get the same answer as somebody else doing the same problem. Otherwise it would be silly. Everyone would do their math problems their own way and get their own answers, and that's not going to work. So for these two, this one, this has left to right. This is all adding, subtracting. I know PEMDAS sometimes says, PEMDAS, the last part, DAS, adding, subtracting. Sometimes you will subtract before you add. So this problem shows that. Going left to right, add 4 and 2, bring down the 6. Bring down the -3 and the +1. Here, do not skip this and go to adding. Make sure you continue to go left to right. So 6 minus 3 gives me 3, +1 gives me 4. A bad way of doing that is chunking that and doing these two together and you get 6, and then adding these two together and then subtracting. Don't want to do that. You want to go straight left to right. My explanation again, when a problem is only adding or subtracting, make sure you go left to right. My steps. First step, write the problem. Next, add 4 and 2 first, going left to right. Make sure you bring down the other numbers. So I'm adding 4 and 2 first and bringing down the -3 and the +1 right there. So that gives me 6 minus 1 plus 3. Then I'm going to subtract, still going left to right, 6 minus 3. Bring down the +1 gives me 3 plus 1, and then add 3 plus 1 to get 4. So make sure to go left to right and not follow PEMDAS so literal that you're always adding first and subtracting second. Also, when you're doing your work, show all your work vertically up and down. Do not go horizontally. Don't want to go that way. Other ways of explaining here, and again, this is where you're going to get the bulk of your points. This will let me know that you truly understand what this concept is. So when I'm talking about order operations, to me, this left to right makes me think of reading a sentence. I would never read a sentence right to left. I would never start in the middle of the sentence. I always start left to right. Order of operations are like reading a sentence left to right. Unless, of course, you have timesing mixed in with adding, subtracting, which we're looking at tomorrow, then you want to shift. But if it's all adding, subtracting, if it's all multiplying, dividing, go left to right. Another way, if I looked at this sentence right here and I chunked it and wrote it the way some of you are doing the math problems, you would write it as I went the store to. You would never write it that way. And of course, another scenario, my little sketchy drawing here, and I like it because high schoolers relates to you. The dating process. Again, the guy asking a girl out has to follow the proper order of operations or it will not work out. Another real world situation. And again, a little simple sketch talking about how this relates to left to right, order of operations, following a set of rules and procedures. Alright, hopefully this video will help. Good luck.